Live from New Orleans, 2K Sports. Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And it's another road game for the Spurs. And, of course, Donovan Mitchell. It's our first glimpse of him looking good in his new Pelicans jersey.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Pass to Green. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Lively with the screen. A nice shot by Black.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Knocks down the three ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Black. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Healed from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Quickly with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. On offense, here are the Spurs. Healed outside. Tucker a screen. Pass to Lively. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Healed right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
Mitchell with it. Ingles with the ball. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Mitchell. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Healed with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Lively. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. The Pelicans trail. Now, quickly. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And that one drops.
Working inside quickly with good spatial awareness, sensing all things around him.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loved the alley-oop. Now, here's Mitchell. He has yet to score. Puts up a three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Here's Hield. Pass to Lively. Here's Black. Covered by Mitchell. Back to Lively. Makes it off the glass. Lively's got 6 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Mitchell for the three. Again, Mitchell missing. Pass to Black. Hield outside. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Okongwu grabs the board. Mitchell outside. Here's Lively. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Black. On the wing, Hield. Stolen by Quickly. To the middle. Here's Green. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Now here's Hield. That one falls.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And this is what Mitchell delivers for his team. He's an efficient shooter you can rely on for buckets.
And it's sent back by Okongwu. And here is Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Outside, Green. Pass to Okongwu. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Spurs trailed by 4. Hield outside. Here's Paul. Count that bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Quickly with it. Mitchell outside. Spins. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Quickly. Right side, Green. A rebound by the Spurs.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
The shot's good from Paul.
And Chris Paul still slippery on the inside when he gets close to the hoop. He'll find a way to score.
Now, Quickly. He can't hit that time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel Quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting in one season. He's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve, but it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that.
And that one's good quickly.
Quickly didn't hold back there, taking some contact inside if he has to.
Ball outside. Pass to Johnson. Here's Post. Still yet to score. 4 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Johnson with the block.
Terrific defensive effort by Johnson. Outstanding timing on the block.
On the wing, Mitchell. Three-pointer. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance we saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. Of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us, perfect.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Paul left side. Pass to Post. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And the Spurs lead by 1. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter.
The Spurs, 26.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Johnson can't get it to go. Now here's Paul. Pass to Post. Now here's Tucker. Out to the right wing. Paul can't get it to go. And here's Johnson outside. And again, no good by New Orleans. San Antonio leading. Healed outside. Johnson outside. Down low. And here is Paul. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Spurs substitution. Cole Anthony.
Conley with it. Nothing on the board. Pass to Morris. Right wing. Now Horton Tucker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Anthony. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. The Pelicans trail. Johnson outside. And here's Conley outside. A rebound by the Spurs. Here's Anthony. Pass to Post. All sorts of time. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And so here is New Orleans. With his first shot attempt. And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to talk to his guys. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
Here's Horton Tucker. And the Pelicans miss again. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Leonard. Shot from 12. Horton Tucker with the rebound. And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's McDaniels. Scoreless thus far. And finished off by McDaniels.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Now here's Johnson. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Here's Morris. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Morris has got his first points of the night.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Leonard. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Throws it up high. Stolen by McDaniels. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Making the suffocating defensive play right there. Leonard, an overwhelming force on that end of the floor.
There's the three. Leonard lets it rip from 3.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Johnson the screen. Here's Conley. And he makes good on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Zohan. And here's Leonard. 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And Post gets it to go.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Inside. Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Rocking that rim. Keldon Johnson, a big physical wing.
And here is Anthony. And slam dunk by Anthony. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Johnson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Horton Tucker in the corner. McDaniels gets a wide-open look. Nailed from three-point land. McDaniels got 5 points now this quarter. Paul with the ball. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. And Talen Horton Tucker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And timeout called by Willie Green. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Spurs with some changes. Here's Black. Into the lane. Mitchell comes up with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
So it's San Antonio now, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the triple. Johnson's got 9.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Mitchell looking it over. And there's the drive. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Black. And that one is hammered home.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Okongwu.
Nice work to get it inside.
And draw the contact.
For New Orleans, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
On the wing, Johnson takes the 3. And again, it's San Antonio. With a 3.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half. .144 left in the first half. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
All kinds of grit there on the inside from Emmanuel Quickly.
Healed outside. Here's the screen. The 11-footer. And he overshot that one, missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Quickly. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Every now and then Quickly can feel out that mid-range and attack that area.
.103 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Hield. The 3 from Johnson. Ingles with the rebound. And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. New Orleans in the lead. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Got a piece of it. Here's Kawhi Leonard on the attack. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's what this coaching staff has encouraged Leonard to do. They want him in attack mode.
Mitchell outside. On the wing, Ingles. 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Releases. San Antonio with the rebound. Pass to Black. Here's Tucker. Buries it from three-point range. Tucker's got the lead up to 4 now for San Antonio. Leonard with the steal. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 4. From New Orleans, back in a moment. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now, quickly. Pass to Okongwu. New Orleans moving it around. And another turnover here by New Orleans. San Antonio leading by 4. Here's Black. Healed outside. Connects from three-point range. Heald's got 5 now.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
To the inside. Okongwu. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First team foul.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. And the second free throw, good. Here's Black. Shot from 16. Okongwu grabs the board. Pelicans trailed by 6. Pass to Mitchell. And here is Okongwu. Lively defending. 6 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. To the left side wing. A 3 from Quickly. They kick it out to Green. Shoots the 3. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 7.
Draymond Green imposing his will and now making threes. This spells trouble with a capital T.
Here's Black. Pass to Hield. Takes a 3. They grab their own miss. A 3 from Leonard. To the wing on the left. Now Hield. Quickly covering. Leonard on the wing. He's got 5. Shoots over McDaniel. And it's Leonard missing.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
Pass to Mitchell. Back to McDaniel. Shot from the wing. Count that one. And it's now only a 1-point Spurs lead. Here's Black. Now here's Hield. Quickly covering. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's McDaniels. 7 points in the game. Mitchell outside. They kick it out to Green. For the tie. The rebound by the Spurs. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Leonard looking over the floor. Let's go. buries the jump shot. Now it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
And that's usually a solid strategy. Get the ball into Leonard's capable, large hands and let him go to work.
On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Green. Back to Mitchell. Black grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 5. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Spurs making a change here. Healed outside. Pass to Johnson. Here's Post. Covered by Okongwu. Clock is at 3. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Quickly with it. And here is Mitchell. Black grabs the board. Healed outside. From past the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Hield's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
Yep, it counts. And that's 15 points for Donovan Mitchell.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The three-pointer, no good.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Black. Pass to Post. Over Okongwu. Post misses the shot. Pelicans trailed by 8. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Conley feeling it out. Over Hield. And again, no good by New Orleans.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Hield. Over Conley. And the shot falls short this time. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. They trail by 9 points. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA's 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans, putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect. The guys are out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, DA. Thank you. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So it's the Spurs now. Now here's Paul to the paint. He had stolen by Ingles. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. The shot that time not on target. Some solid D from Paul. Pass to Leonard. Back to Paul. Spurs working the ball around now. Puts it up from 17. That one's not going to go. Pelicans trail by 9. And here is Conley. Morris outside. On the wing, Johnson. They could use a bucket. And Anthony sends it back. .116 left in the third quarter. Bounce pass from Paul. Right side, Leonard. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Now Johnson. Clock at 6. Morris with the ball. .36 seconds left in the third quarter. Paul with the ball. It's stolen by Morris. Now Conley. The three from Johnson. This ball grabs the miss. Pass to Leonard. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Spurs leading by 9. It's the NBA.
The Spurs, 64.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Here's Anthony. Outside Leonard. Looking to end his cold spell. Leonard finagling one in close.
Such a strong wing. Quad can more than handle his own down low.
Here's Horton Tucker. Pass to Conley. It's rebounded by Paul. Spurs leading by 11. Leonard on the wing. And the Spurs scoring again.
Now, you don't try to search out the mid-range jumper in the analytic age, but Kawhi Leonard does, and it works.
To the middle. Pass to Ingles. Johnson surveying the floor. Just 4 to shoot. Got to Ingles. Now here's Johnson. The 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. The Spurs making a switch here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Substitution on the court.
Guys, here's what Willie Green was doing in reviewing the plan with his team. Now, he tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thanks, David.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Paul outside. Shoots from the high post. Tries again. Here's Post. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Spurs lead by 16. Mitchell right side. Outside, Green. Astor quickly. And they'll get another chance. Fires the three. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Here's Paul. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Anthony with it. Covered by Mitchell. High post, Johnson. The tray. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 16-point game. Here's Tucker. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Substitution.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Mitchell outside. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Mitchell's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Now, here's quickly. Green, the screen. A wide open look here for Okongwu. Offline with his three. Here's Black. Pass to Lively. Okongwu grabs the board. Pelicans trailed by 13. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And here is Mitchell. Pass to quickly. It's stolen by Hield.
And, you know, you can see him baiting into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over.
Well, Hield's center of gravity stays low on his drive, which invites the contact, in my opinion. Very tough to defend him cleanly.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something that they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And it's quickly missing. Spurs leading by 15. Pass to Black. Johnson left side. From the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Quickly looking it over. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And he's got such a great feel for the game. Quickly can take the bump and get the bucket.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Pass to Lively. Back to Johnson. Down low. Healed with the bucket. And the Spurs lead by 14.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Mitchell wide open. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Healed outside. Back to Black. Shot clock at 5. And Tucker has it in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Pelicans trailed by 12.
Spurs. Third team foul.
Quickly with it. Pass to McDaniels. New Orleans moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mitchell. And no good as it rattles out. Spurs leading by 12. Here's Black. And McDaniels with the block. Here's Black. From downtown. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Pass to Quickly. Right side, Green. And it's Green with the jam.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
That one good for 2.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
For 3, Mitchell gets the three-pointer to fall. Mitchell's got 8 points in the quarter.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
2 minutes remaining.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. San Antonio making a switch here. Spurs leading by 9. Pass to Leonard. Here's Black. Over Mitchell. A nice shot by Black. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Again, a Pelicans score.
In a volume score, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
And the Spurs with possession. At one point, they led by 16. To the wing right side. Up top, Leonard. Over Green. Pelicans pull it in. Pass to Mitchell. Green breaking loose. And that one's good, Mitchell. 29 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Here's Black. Five to shoot. They kick out to Heel. A three-pointer is right on target.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Now Leonard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Spurs substitution. Number 15.
12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Jay, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
The name of the game, you ain't gotta like me, but you gotta pay me the same. We are down in the yard, see me up on the stage. I done did it before, I'm about to do it again. Whoa, I hit my two-step, then whoa, I'm counting blue strips like whoa. Girl, you got some on you, whoa. How you? Let me see you walk. Yeah, walk around, left foot, right foot.